Hey guys, welcome to the episode number 10 of GTA Vice City Ultimate 100%. And today is the final episode of the master save portion of this playthrough. And yeah, mainly we'll be doing some remote control missions and we'll finish up the save just so everything is as planned. So yeah, I guess I'll talk about the save a bit later in the video, and right now we'll focus on the RC missions. RC meaning remote control. You can find three kinds of this mission all around Vice City in these top fun vans. And the first one we're going to tackle is the RC Bandit race. So as you can see, there's this track located on the east beach in North North Point, let's say, or Vice Point, and you just have to race three other RC cars, RC bandits, as they are known in Vice City. And really, there isn't much to it, to this mission. You just have to do 2 laps and win to complete this mission. Uh, the RC Bandit may need some getting used to, but other than that, you should be pretty uh, pretty good to go with this mission, as long as you don't hit some unlucky bumps or something like that. And yeah, as for the phase states, I'll talk about them later in the video after we've done every single one of these RC missions, mainly because the phase states are very similar. So yeah, be sure to wait for that. And because the second lap is exactly the same, I'll just skip ahead. But yeah, there isn't any other difficulties or any rewards for completing this more than once. You just get $100 for doing this, and that's it. So yeah, the second one that we're going to complete in this episode is also a race, but it involves a remote controlled plane instead. Uh, while researching for this video, I found that a lot of people have troubles with these missions, similarly to like the RC helicopter mission later in the game, or like the Big Smoke mission that you have to follow the train in San Andreas for some reason. Uh, but as long as you stick to some basic tips, this mission is very easy, I would say. So right in the corner of this multi-story car park close to the mall, you can find another top fun van. And similarly to before you race three other RC vehicles. Uh, this time you don't follow a track of some sort, but you race from point A to point B throughout the Vice City East Island. As you can see, the acceleration on the other RC vehicles is better, but your top speed is far outmatches them. So it's just a matter of not not missing the checkpoints, and you should be fine. And what I recommend you to do is to gain some height and go for a dive as soon as you want to hit the checkpoint. That should be something that gives you an advantage, because honestly the only thing that can mess this up for you is if you hit somehow the ground. The RC vehicles handle themselves differently than the regular vehicles. So I guess if you try this mission, you know what I'm talking about. You just have to be extra careful uh, when driving this thing, because you can really just tap it a little bit harder and you would fall for the ground immediately. So yeah, you race throughout the whole length of the island, and the race ends about at this boulevard like street in Ocean Beach. So just in a while. But yeah, as soon as you come in first, you are good to go. Similarly to the RC Bandit race, there's no other difficulties or anything like that. Uh, and yeah, and there it is. Also $100 for passing this mission. And yeah, I didn't mention it at the RC Bandit race, but even if you beat your record or you don't beat your record, it doesn't matter. As long as you win the race, you get another $100, and that's it. So yeah, the third RC mission is located actually close to the airport. So uh, before we go there, we'll make a quick save at the Heim condo in downtown. And yeah, you know the drill. So we use the Prone Island glitch to get to the other side and fly ourselves to the safe house. So yeah, as I said before, this is actually the last episode of the master save. So mm, starting with episode 11, we'll be doing some missions, and so of course we'll be starting with the starter missions like the lawyer missions for Ken Rosenberg. Uh, but yeah, before we do that, uh, I'm actually going to upload this save file for download. So be sure to be on the lookout for that um, if you want to experience this on your own, or you just want to play the game on a save with, let's say, some benefits. I be sure to look for a video right after this one releases uh, that will explain a bit more, including on how to install the saves and so on. But yeah, moving on. Uh, the actual location of this top fan van is close to the freight depot of the airport, just in the corner of this like fence and the building. So yeah, this one on the other hand isn't a race. this time you will need to pick up 20 checkpoints scattered around the airport. Of course, without destroying the helicopter, which is actually pretty easy to do. If you played this mission, you know what I'm talking about for sure. So yeah, there isn't any sort of time limit on this mission. So yeah, if you just take it slow, it will ease you. It will give you how do I say it? Well, it won't frustrate you as much because it's really annoying if you have two checkpoints to go and you suddenly start to uh, to flame. And yeah, the annoying thing about the RC Raider, which is this helicopter, is that even if you do get hit or something like that, it doesn't smoke in any way, so there isn't any indication that you're about to get to that critical health when you uh, get a blaze and soon explode. So you just have to not you have just to be very careful with this helicopter and don't underestimate any damage you've done to it. And just follow the checkpoints. It should take you about 5 minutes if you take it easy, I would say. And yeah, one annoying thing about this mission is, unlike to other checkpoint missions or even races, it doesn't show you where the next checkpoint is, so you have no idea how to position yourself to be as efficient as possible. So if you want to do it in a speedy way, for example, do it in like 4 minutes, which I think is possible, you'll just have to remember where the every checkpoint is. And that's pretty, well, just kind of a bad design, but whatever. Similarly to the other missions, beating your record or completing it again doesn't grant you anything else. You just get, I think, also $100. So yeah, these missions are just something to something to do for 100%, and that's it. Well, there is one other thing that you can do, but I'm not sure I really want to do that right now, at least. There is a way to get these, let's say, unique vehicles, these RC vehicles, but there isn't really a point of it because you you cannot ride them or anything. They will be just standing there in your garage, and it requires a lot of rocket launcher ammo and so on. Uh, yeah, I'm not really sure I would want to do that. But anyways, yeah, if someone would like to see that, maybe we can come back to it later in the series, like after the missions are done, because I don't see the point of getting this kind of vehicles if they're not going to be used in any way, you know. There, besides, there are a lot of cool vehicles that we'll be getting along the way, and I'm not sure that there is enough storage space for all of that. But yeah, only one checkpoint left. Still not on fire, so that's good. And yeah, mission passed. Now for the faith states, which are very similar in all missions. First of all, using the fire button you can detonate the RC vehicle and that cancels the mission. As I said, destroying the vehicle also, like in a natural way, like bumping it or driving into the water, also fails the mission. Interestingly enough, if you try to enter any interior like the mall or something like that, the vehicles explode, so I guess that's a thing. And I haven't really known about this fail state, but it makes sense. If you get out of the range, you fail the mission. So it's not like you have some sort of radius or something like that. But if you go to an area that you aren't supposed to go, your vehicle gets exploded. And for the races, if you don't win, you obviously don't pass the mission. You actually fail the mission. Uh, what's I think interesting about this mission, there isn't actually. I'm not sure if these are the only missions that do that, but I'm sure that's the first in the playthrough of the missions that you cannot get wasted in any way. You cannot push your van around because the RC vehicles have no hitboxes for other vehicles for some reason, and so on. So you cannot push you to yourself to, I don't know, like the water or anything like that. And you cannot get busted because your wanted level actually gets suspended, let's say, as soon as you start the mission. So if you start the mission with 2 stars of wanted level, then it's like suspended. So you have 0 stars on mission, but as soon as you complete or fail the mission, uh, for sure, if you fail the mission, then your wanted level is back to 2. So yeah, that's something interesting. There will be a lot of missions that you cannot get busted in because the mission scripts actually uh, actually disables the wanted level and so on. So we've seen that in the stadium events that you cannot get busted in any way. But yeah, now we're doing some organizing around Hyman Condo. We've got ourselves a few of the unique vehicles in this master save portion of the playthrough. And as you can see, we're dropping our tracksuit for the street clothes that we start with the game with. Maybe I don't know why. I just think we used the tracksuit for a long time, and it should be only natural thing to do to switch to these clothes. So I organized the vehicles, the 3 hot rings in the first garage, the all-proof Sanchez, and the Black Ranger and Sanchez in the third garage. So if you are going to download this save file, the cars will be waiting for you in that order. So yeah, we are pretty much done with the master save in theory. All the goals have been met. We'll just do some polishing up. So I said I wouldn't max my money out, and that's true. However, we'll get a bunch more. We'll get around $4 or $3 million just to have a nice sum to get us started. That's 3 million is far enough for completing this game and buying out every asset and and so on, and a bunch of weapons if you'd like to. So that should be a pretty good sum for anyone that wants the starter save. So right now, before we go for the final save, our first stop will be at the El Safco Casa. If you remember, this was the first safe house that we actually purchased in the playthrough. And this is where the White Admiral is stored, the very first unique vehicle from the beginning of the game. Another safe house that we acquired actually, I think in the fourth episode is right here on the right, but we won't be visiting right now. There are any unique vehicles in it or anything like that. Just to finish off our weapons a bit, we'll get a few more weapons. The bodyguards inside the Malibu Club have a very special weapon, and it is brass knuckles, which give us the ability to knock down anyone with just our fists. And yeah, it replaces our regular fist weapon, let's say. I don't know, slot. Oh, that's the word. Uh, Unfortunately, we have 2 stars, so we'll just continue by car. And yeah, also another thing that is quite handy in the beginning of the game is the machine gun, which isn't the Uzi that we're holding right now. It's actually called Mac, and it's useful in a way that you can run and shoot with it. And we'll get a bunch of ammo for it that should last you the whole game for sure. And we can do that at the ammunition store, which we haven't visited yet. Right now in the ammunition, everything but the pistol and the mag is locked. So I cannot get like loads of shotgun or the Kruger, which is something similar to the M4 rifle. So we'll just get a bunch of the ammo for the mag machine gun. Yeah, that should be enough. Around 4600 bullets. And yeah, what's cool about the machine gun ammo, it's compatible throughout all the weapon kinds. So if you want to switch out for Uzi or the MP5 later in the game, it's no problem at all. You'll still have the same amount of bullets. So a quick save here at the Ocean Heights apartment, and we'll move on to the Calm Crazy fragment. You've seen me do this, I'm pretty sure twice already. I may be mistaken, maybe. Yeah, I think this is the second time. I'm sorry, I just recorded this so long ago, I don't really remember. Uh, but yeah, if you don't remember, as long as we beat our previous record, we get double the cash on the as the reward. So if we get 400 for the record, then we get 800 for another record, and so on and so on. As you can see, for this one we actually got $25,600, and it grows like that exponentially, so that's pretty cool. If you notice, it's very easy to keep track of when to finish. Right now I finish at when the timer sets 3 seconds, and now in uh, this time I'll finish when it's at 4, then 5, and 6, and so on. And I could go as low as I think completing this whole cone crazy in 6 seconds. But we'll do that at the after we acquire actually the 100%, just to max out our money. And yeah, we got a pretty big sum for ourselves, just short of the $4 million. As I said, it should be enough for you to cover any expenses you would have in your playthrough. So yeah, just a quick save after getting this kind of money. And we are pretty much done with the save. Just a few minor things we want to do. One of which is very arbitrary, and it just involves uh, that the save file starts like the in-game time be, I think, 9 p.m. and 17 minutes or 18 minutes. I don't remember. It's the exact same time you start the actual game. And if you're wondering where will be the save be done, it's in front of the Ken's office at the Washington Street, I believe, safe house. So yeah, you pretty much start the starter save or this master save in the same place as you start the actual game. So I think that's pretty cool. You could argue you should start at the Hyman condo because it's like the best safe house that you can get. And I figured, nah, if someone wants to get there, there's a very easy glitch to get there. So yeah, that's up to you really. Uh, and yeah, I just pick up some PCJs just to distribute them along the garages. Main, Mainly it's just a way to like pass the time because I need to save at the specific hour for the save file to begin at the exact hour that we want. Um, but yeah, PCJ at every garage that isn't filled with unique vehicles is kinda nice, I guess. Because PCJs are nice, and in the save file we want to get everything to make our lives easier. And yeah. So if you enjoyed the series, be sure to continue watching because this isn't the end, of course. This is just the first milestone on this very long journey that we're going to have. I hope so, at least. And yeah, if you were watching Joshimuz series for the GTA San Andreas, uh, you may be pretty surprised that after 10 episodes we're already done with the master save, while Josh took like I don't know, 33 episodes, but you have to look at the extent of both games, right? So Vice City is definitely has less things to do. And if you look at the crazy things that Josh did in uh, his Master Safe playthrough, then yeah, you can see like for like he tried to get the Hydra plane for I don't know, like 9 hours or something like that, which is incredibly hard at the beginning of the game. So yeah, big shoutouts to Joshimuz for inspiring me and uh, just for doing something nice for this community, this generally the GTA community. Uh, and yeah, perhaps someday this series will get to a similar place that his series got. Maybe not similar, but like someone who I hope someone finds this series interesting, let's say, uh, and it's just something fun for him to watch, and that is really my goal in all of this, just to make it for fun and hope someone uh, finds it's also nice and fun. So a quick summary of everything we got. We have all the bonuses from the missions, like the 150 health and armor. We have all these crazy weapons: brass knuckles, chainsaw, Molotov cocktails, revolver, pistol, uh, a bunch of shotgun ammo, the Mac machine gun, the M4, uh, the rocket launcher, the sniper rifle. All of it is there. The 4 million, almost $4 million in cash to spend for us. And 44% of the game done. So yeah, you'll see just the stats in a bit that we actually completed everything that we wanted. I'll just skip ahead to the exact moment that we save, and it is 3 p.m. and 18 seconds. Passing 6 hours, that gives us 9 p.m. and 18 minutes. And yeah, this is the actual master save right here. Now for the stats. As you can see, 44% of the game is done. We've done it in less than 10 hours. One rampage is left out for duping. All of the hidden packages are collected. All but one unique stunt jumps complete. All of the RC missions and other odd missions, all kinds of vigilante missions are done. And yeah, that is the master save of the GTA Vice City Ultimate 100%. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.